This is Darren Mullings after Taunton Town 2, Yates Town 1. Darren, you must be disappointed not to get a point.
Yeah, extremely disappointing. Like, I think for large spells in the game, we played well and we were on top. I think we didn't do the fundamentals of stopping crosses. But we know that's what they wanted to do. They like to get the ball in the box and they're a threat from that. And for a moment in the game or a period of the game, we didn't stop it. We were tight enough to our men and they put some decent quality into the box and ended up scoring 2 goals. We looked to go down, to an own goal so early on. I think the group showed really good character, got ourselves back in the game with a good finish from Marlon, and then I think for a period we were on top, and I think we had moments, opportunities to go and punish them with 4v3s and 3v2s when they were open at the back, and it was our detail on passing and decision making at the end. Means it didn't come with nothing, and at this level you need to punish teams when you get those opportunities. You have to be clinical, and we weren't clinical enough. They keep made a couple of saves and had a couple of blocks in the first half, but I was quite pleased other than that moments, when we didn't go and do our job. As a half as a whole, I think we were okay. And then second half, I think it was almost turned into a basketball game a little bit. We didn't really cause them too many problems, to be honest. We stopped doing probably what I felt we should be doing and cause them problems. It doesn't help when Lewis goes off injured. Obviously, that's another change with just piles on with the injuries we've got at the moment. But that's no excuse. We've got a good enough squad, and I think we've done enough in the game to possibly get a draw. But we didn't ultimately. So yeah, we have to move on.
Going in at half time, if it had been 1-1, it might have been a different story. But that to concede 3 minutes before stoppage at the end of that first half must have been a bit of a blow.
Yeah, look, we didn't start the game well enough and we didn't finish the half well enough. And it's as simple as that. And like I said, at this level you get punished. So yeah, we made it difficult for ourselves. They've got something to defend, a lead to defend, and then get us on a counter attack or look for set pieces, and that's what they've done. And we failed to do enough in the second half really to cause them enough problems and break them down. And that's something we need to work on. We have to take those opportunities and find ways to cause teams problems. So yeah, we made it difficult for ourselves tonight, and I don't think it was anything to do with the performance or we didn't play well or whatever it may be. I just think it was we didn't do our jobs at key moments in the game, and then we get punished.
I think Marlon Jackson in the first half was superb. He took his goal really well. He worked his socks off, and coming up the hill in the second half, he just couldn't keep that going in the second half. But a good goal and a very, very good performance.
Yeah, he's been excellent. He was excellent for the pre-season, and he was on Saturday, and he was again tonight. And he used his experience really well, and he used the line well. And he can't do it all on his own, and we need others around him to contribute and help him out. But yeah, look, I'm really pleased with lots of performances tonight. I think the feeling is just frustration that we come away from here with nothing, because we were poor in a period of the game.
Just before you conceded that second goal, just for half time, Lewis Hall was injured. He had to go off, and can you give us an update on that, please?
Yeah, look, I'm sure we'll know a little bit more tomorrow morning, but it looks like a possible dislocation of the shoulder, which obviously isn't great. Fingers crossed it is not, but that's the news we're hearing at the moment. So yeah, there's another one to add to the list at the moment. When it rains, it seems to pour at the moment. So yeah, a lot of work to do this week, and to try and patch the group together. See if we need to try and get a few more bodies in, but yeah, fingers crossed it's okay.
Well, Lewis has gone off to hospital, hasn't he? So hopefully he might be home tonight.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Like you said, we'll know a little bit more. We obviously just come off the pitch. I'll speak to the physio and the medical team tonight and in the morning, and hopefully it's okay.
Well, best of luck on Saturday at Hanwell.
Yeah, cheers, thanks.